everyone, welcome to my channel Love Grows Tarot. I'm here to do a tarot card reading for the sun sign of Cancer in the month of November. If you like these readings, please subscribe and like. If you want notifications for upcoming readings, please ring the bell. Comments are very welcome. I will leave descriptions in my description box below, including a link for donations, which are greatly appreciated and highly useful, especially during these times of change. Follow me on Instagram. I do a daily reading there, hashtag lovegrowstarot. And if you want a more personal, in-depth reading from me, go to my Etsy shop, Love Grows Tarot Shop, and you can purchase one there. These readings are general. They're not going to resonate with everyone. And the themes and energies from these readings will also take place in the future, so please come back and review these readings at any time. I'm guided by tarot and I'm guided by spirit. I start with 3 overall cards, the overall energy for the month, what to be mindful of for the month, and where some additional luck may be coming for you in that month. I follow through with the rest of my reading, and then I end with the Wisdom Oracle, the Animal Spirit Oracle, and Moonology Oracle. So let's get started with this reading for the sun sign of Cancer in the month of November. I'm going to start with the overall energy for the month. What is going to be the overall energy for the month of November for our sun sign of Cancer? So the overall energy is coming from this major arcana card, which are important messages, and it's coming from the Hermit. So the Hermit is an independent soul. A lot of its energies has to do with being independent. A hermit is also about knowledge and sharing your knowledge with the rest of the world. So for some of you, it may be a time for isolation, meditation, independence, away from the noise and away from crowds, or away by yourself to really take time for introspection. So that's going to be the overall energy for you for the month of November. And then for others, it may be even an independent project or goals such as writing, where you sort of have to remove yourself for the solitude to get the ideas and thoughts collectively together in order to write something. So what does Cancer need to be mindful of for the month of November? The month of November for Cancer. What to be mindful of? It's always good to be mindful of things, to really think about things before you actually say things or before you actually do things. So the next card is another major arcana card, so another important message, and this time it comes from the Hierophant. So it's really about sticking to your value system, sticking to traditions. For some of you, it might actually take place in a church environment. Maybe you're going back to your spirituality or going back to church for guidance. For others, you might be in a position where your knowledge, because of the Hermit, is being shared on a more spiritual level. To be mindful of this kind of energy. Be mindful of those traditions. Be mindful of your spirituality. Be mindful of if you are in the presence of an audience and what exactly it is that you're saying to your audience, and whether it's valid or not. So those are things to be mindful of in the month of November, Cancer. And now where some additional luck can be coming for you in the month of November. The month of November. The month of November for Cancer. Where some additional luck may be coming from. So, additional luck is coming from the Four of Pentacles. The Four of Pentacles is also a universal gift, but the problem is in the Four of Pentacles is that the person is so focused on the lack that they don't have their eyes open wide enough to understand that there's a universal gift right there in front of them. They're so emotionally attached to not having the patience or a lower vibration so that you can't manifest abundance and success in your life. So for additional luck, you need to turn that around because the luck is coming. You have universal gifts coming your way. So stop focusing on your emotions, stop focusing on your lack, stop being complacent, and get up, because there's lots of stuff coming towards you in the month, especially in the month of November. Okay, so let's get on with the rest of the reading. So we have the Eight of Swords, which is a card of restrictions. Usually it's self-imposed restrictions, because the swords are the air sign, so it's your thoughts. And your thoughts, those bad thoughts, those negative thoughts that you have swirling around in your head, can really do a number on a person, and really hold them back from doing a lot of really awesome things. So really be mindful in November that what you're thinking about, what thoughts are in your head. Are they fear-based thoughts, or are they thoughts more positive and taking you in a direction? And sometimes people won't walk away from bad situations because of the fear. There's a fear there that holds them to things that, and not necessarily always bad situations, but situations that just don't hold your interest, or just don't challenge you, or just don't teach you anymore, and you're sort of stuck. But you don't have to be stuck there. That's the important message of this card. Really, it's all in your head, and you have to sort of figure it out. And then we have more swords. This time it's the Two of Swords. So you're at a crossroads. So these two cards complement each other in the sense that you have to make decisions, and both are blindfolded here, and both of them are the air signs, and those are your thoughts, and those are your mind. And we also have the waters of emotion, and the moon of emotion, and the tides are high. So it's a really emotional time, but you're at a crossroads, and you have to make a decision. And you can't get these restricting thoughts in your head. You have to remove them so that you can have more clarity of what choice you're going to make. What else does Cancer need to know about in the month of November? What else do we have for Cancer in the month of November, dear Tarot and Spirit? What other advice can you give to Cancer in the month of November? The month of November. Getting close to the end of this year. It's unbelievable. It's been a whole year of this kind of crazy stuff. And it's November, which is an important month for a lot of people. So the next card we have is the Five of Wands. So the Five of Wands is about competition. The Wands are about growth. The Wands are about your projects and getting them off the ground, and the competition is around, and you can't fear the competition, and you have to make your choices, and a lot of your fear might be based out of this competitive area, and so you're thinking too far ahead of what you think it's going to be, when in actuality there's not going to be a real problem here. It's going to be competition, but it's also a meeting of minds where you can agree to disagree, but within these agreeing to disagree, there's new perceptions and there's new insights on the way things can be handled. And then we have the Hierophant, another major arcana. So this is our third one for this reading. So she's about your intuition. So she also goes into her head, but she does so in a very positive, very progressive way. So she listens to her intuition to guide her. And this is very, very important, because your intuition actually is very helpful. So throughout this, really tap into your intuition, because it's going to be very important for you. And by tapping into your intuition this time, you're really going to learn a lot about where you're going in life, and just about sort of you and the new power that you gain by sitting in your intuition and really sort of relying on that. And then we have the Knight of Swords. So the Knights are service. They're out to get their jobs done. This Knight comes in super quickly. And once again, it's the sword, so really it's about those thoughts. And thoughts are going to come flooding in quickly, and that's why you need your intuition here. You really got to be on top of it, because it's going to come in swiftly. It could come in as a person giving you information. It could come in as a wave of information coming in. And this information is you're going to be very bold, and it's going to be very direct, and it's going to be very fast, and it's going to be very forward. So be prepared for that. Really let your intuition guide you. And then we have another major arcana card, which is our fourth one this reading. So you have some important messages coming through to you this reading. This is from the Hangman, so all of this is going to give you a whole new perspective. Your world is going to alter a bit, and I hope you really can get yourself out of this funk, because if you can make those decisions, and if you can get yourself out of that fear-based mind, you're really going forward in a new direction. Things are going to happen pretty quickly here too. Oh, and then we have the Lovers, another major arcana. Yes, there's a lot of big messages here for you, Cancer. So the Lovers is that passion. It's love. It's definitely love. You could be, for some of you, it could be meeting that love that you've been waiting for. For others, it could just be a whole new sense of love in your world, and the meaning of love, and passion in what you do, and passion in where you're going, and just an overall sense of the power of love and faith. What else do we have for Cancer in the month of November? So we have the Five of Pentacles. So the Five of Pentacles is not one of the most wanted cards in the tarot deck, but it is important because it is a 5 and it is a bounce back card. So for some, your troubles might be changing. For some, you might feel that you're in a position where you're left out of something, and you have to really connect back to your spirituality, and how that can manifest the things in your life, because the light is on. There's people wanting you to come in, and you have to just walk through these doors. There's a lot of help out there for those that feel like they're being challenged, especially during these times. Like, we're all being challenged in all different ways. And there's that whole lack mentality, because a lot of people are in a situation where the finances aren't flowing like they would, and things are just changing. Also, this is going to be November, so there's going to be big changes worldwide. So you might feel a sense of being out in the cold, or a sense of maybe not having that spiritual energy around to make the positive changes, and maybe things are going in directions that make you feel different. So you can, but like I said, this 5 is a bounce back card. So look for areas where you can, if you are feeling those feelings and that energy, look for areas where you can get more positive energy. If that's your spirituality, that's fine. If it's people out there that are willing to help you, then ask for help. But definitely don't get yourself caught up in something that could draw you down. And then we have another final card, which is from Judgment, another major arcana. And this is when you have an aha moment. This is when it's the calling. It's something grand is coming in, and all of a sudden things click. So we really have a strong representation between this 5 of Pentacles, is that there is a transformation here. You may go through that feeling, that sort of slump feeling, like, whoa, what's going on, and wow, this wasn't expected, and where is the humanity in all of this? But you're going to come out with a broader sense of purpose. So this is, I'm going to finish off with the 3 oracles. So there is a lot going on here, Cancer, for you, as far as a very spiritual feeling here. A very like I said, a transformation. You have to really sort of alter your thinking, though. You have to get out of a fear-based thinking and turn it around and try and create a higher vibration. And within this, you're opening up all these major arcana cards where there's your intuition is going to be very strong, and your perspectives are going to be different, and the amount of love in your life is going to increase, and you're going to see what you can do, and your more of your life purpose and your soul mission, in a sense of what you can do now to create a better life for yourself and create a better world for all of us going forward. All right, so I'm going to end with the 3 oracle cards. First, I'm going to do the wisdom oracle. So what advice does the wisdom oracle have for our dear friends Cancer? Cancer in the month of November. It is coming from number 343, which is it telling you that there's a deep knowing. A deep knowing is very much the High Priestess. A deep knowing is, and also Cancer, you're a water sign, so the water signs, Pisces, Cancer, and Scorpio, are very lean towards their their emotions and their intuition. So when you have that deep knowing inside, let it guide you, let it give you those perspectives. And this is here at the end, judgment. That's a deep understanding, a deep knowing. That's a calling. That's like an inner knowing and an inner perception that comes out, and it's going to be really beneficial for you in the month of November. And then we have Animal Spirit card. Animal Spirit card. What advice do we have from the Animal Spirit card? So it's coming from number 46, which is the Peacock. And it's telling you to let it shine. Let it shine, let it shine. Let your energy shine. Let your inner strength shine. Let your inner power shine. It's going to be very important for you. You got to get out of this 8 of Swords funk. You got to make some decisions and cut things off, or to move forward. And you got to stop letting any sort of fear of competition or other people's opinions or judgments or anything like that get in the way, because you need to be open, because you're going in a very big direction. You've got so many major arcana cards here. So there's going to be a shift. There is going to be a transformation. So you really have to get out of your head. And you have to, when you need help, ask for it. It's there for you. It's a bounce back card. Number 5, you can do it. You don't need to be stuck anywhere. You have the freedom to get whatever it is. Even if you're feeling out in the cold and you're feeling like the world is changing, or the world is getting you down. It's like, no, there's things that can be done. There's things can be done, and even in the darkest moment, you have to look for the light. This is basically what that card is telling you. What else does Cancer need to know about in the month of November? The month of November. So the advice from Moonology is coming from the full moon in Virgo. Full moons are about forgiveness. Full moons are about releasing those things that don't serve your best interests. The mantra for you from this full moon in Virgo is that you are good enough. You're good enough. You're good enough for anything that you want. You're good enough for everybody. You're good enough. Make that your mantra for November as you go through these big changes. It's going to be really, really helpful. And keep your vibration high. Keep it high. Let love in. The Lovers is important. The Lovers is going to give you that elevation and that vibration, and it's going to give you that strength to move through whatever it is that comes upon you in the month of November, because the transformation is going to be good. When we go through transformations, it's not always the easiest or the most comfortable thing to go through, but it's so beneficial for us, for our growth, and for us to become our true authentic selves, and to feel that presence and to feel that love. So that's going to be your reading for the month of November, Cancer. I hope you enjoyed this reading. If you like these readings, please subscribe and like. If you want notifications of upcoming readings, please ring the bell. Comments are very welcome. I will leave descriptions in the description box below, including a link for donations. Follow me on Instagram. I do a daily reading there. #LoveGrowsTarot. And if you want a more personal, in-depth reading from me, go to my Etsy shop, Love Grows Tarot Shop, and you can purchase one there. I want you to have a good November. And remember, this is a month of growth. This isn't a month that is trying to cause you any negativity or cause you any emotional stress. It's a month for positive change. There's some big changes because there's some big cards in this reading. I want you to stay safe. Stay safe not only for yourself, but stay safe for the safety and wellness of others as well. So have a good month, and I will see you next time.